This is Switzerland, the land of dairy, mountains, and trains. My name's Warfan, and this is my wife Afra, and we just completed a road trip across this beautiful country. And along the way, we decided to vlog everything. And trust me, I mean everything. So join us in our adventures as we relive some of our absolute favorite memories from the trip. And hopefully, we can help you plan your own trip as well. Our third day in Switzerland was my personal favorite, because we were finally visiting the Jungfrau region. With its magical valleys, waterfalls, and majestic views, the region attracts thousands of tourists annually. There's so much to do in this region, whether you're here for the views or for the numerous outdoor activities that this place has to offer. On our third day, we drove from Bern to Interlaken, then made our way to the Lauterbrunnen Valley to experience all of its majestic waterfalls. We then took a train to the car-free alpine village of Wengen. Lastly, we went to the town of Grindelwald, where we took the cable car ride of our lives to the mountain of Fears, then trotting our way down back to Grindelwald, where we called it a day. But before that, we owe you guys a room tour in Bern. Today we are checking out of Bern and we're going to Interlaken right after breakfast. But before we do that, we didn't do a room tour. In Bern, we stayed at the Hotel National. It had 4.2 stars reviews on booking.com, so we booked it. So I'll do a quick walkthrough of the room for those that are interested. Yeah, so we had a king-size bed, good amount of lighting. We had a window over there. Just had a balcony view. It opens up to a balcony and there's a terrace that you can see. We had a TV, a desk, a coat hanger, cabinet. In the bathroom here, I felt like it was a really clean bathroom. I felt comfortable in it, which we're both very picky about our bathrooms. Hotel National Bern was a great place to stay for our first couple nights in Switzerland, and we definitely recommend it to anyone. After a quick breakfast, we hit the road once again towards the town of Interlaken. Interlaken literally translates into the land between lakes, and it is known as the adventure capital of Switzerland. Here you'll find all sorts of outdoor activities, from mountaineering to paragliding. So Interlaken actually means in between two lakes. Interlaken is between Lake Thun and Brienz, Lake Brienz and Lake Thun. And we're on the way there, it's about a half hour more. But thought we'd stop by for a photo of this crystal blue water. We made a few stops along the shore of Lake Thun to enjoy the views and soak in all the nature we were around. The drive towards Interlaken was breathtaking as well. The road snakes along the mountainous shore of Lake Thun, and it was pretty exhilarating driving through the twists and turns. The rain continued for our second day, but we were grateful to see that we were going to get some sun for about an hour, right around noon. So we drove straight to our first destination of Lauterbrunnen. So we're in Lauterbrunnen now. We had a change of plans. We saw that there was going to be a bit of a sunny period from 11 to about 1 p.m. so we came to Lauterbrunnen. Nestled in the Lauterbrunnen Valley, the village of Lauterbrunnen is known for its 72 waterfalls, and I have to say I haven't seen any landscape as picturesque as this. Positioned right in the heart of the Alps, you're surrounded by steep mountains and the sound of waterfalls. And we were so excited that the sun was finally coming out. The sun's making me very happy. And this valley view. We haven't seen the sun in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Ever since we got to Switzerland.
When I saw the sun come out. I was actually gonna cry happy tears.
We strolled through the village for a while, and I kid you not, literally everyone we met had a smile on their face after seeing the sun. In an effort to make the most out of the sunshine, we made our way to the Lauterbrunnen train station to head to our next stop, the car-free mountain village of Wengen. Okay, we are here in Lauterbrunnen. We are taking a train, I believe the green marker is a train, to Wengen. And from there, if the weather remains good, we'll go to Jungfrau. But yeah, first we'll do Wengen and see how that is. This right here is the train station. The train will come here and we'll go to the town called Wengen, which is somewhere over there, but that's how we get to Wengen, and we'll have a better view of Lauterbrunnen. This was our first train experience in Switzerland, so we were both very excited. The train arrived and departed right on time, which was quite impressive. Not nearly as impressive as the views we got to see on this train ride. In about 15 minutes, we arrived at Wengen and fulfilled a little tradition of ours. Wherever we travel, we make sure to buy a fridge magnet as well as a postcard as a little souvenir and reminder of our travels.
This guy's tying her shoelaces. Swiss men. See, this is another one example. He's either doing Her hair or like
He's holding the chair.
these are all Swiss
Show the one we got.
This one.
And the magnet.
Okay, the magnet is really, really cool. Okay. This is the magnet. Okay, so you can move the train.
Okay, let's go explore.
I'm gonna do this all day.
Right by the train station, we found a free water fountain, which I was a little skeptical about. But that ended up being one of the freshest and tastiest water that I've ever had in my life. Very sweet, like it's like cold. Here.
Same.
Oh man, this is so refreshing.
This literally feels like it came out of a fridge.
Yeah.
And this is like better than any like sparkling
It's
water.
better than like the Nestle bottles we got.
Yeah, this is like better than any sparkling water, any fancy water.
So we're in Wengen. Over there, these are like hotels. Wengen is a no-car town, so you can't actually drive here. You have to take a cable car or a train. That's why it's so quiet here and there's so much nature and so much peace here. We are trying to go to some cows that we hear in the background there. So hopefully we can get real up close to them and maybe even pet them. So let's see. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, hey.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah, I like you too. Oh my god. Is that a yes? Come here. Yes, come. Yeah,
After exploring the village, it was lunchtime. We headed to Coop, the local grocery store, to grab a bite before heading back down to Lauterbrunnen.
I love my snackies.
Gross snacky snacks. And our lunch. So we're just having lunch while we wait for our train. Yeah, how's the tuna sandwich?
Pretty good.
It's not too bad. It's pretty good for like 260 francs, which I think is probably less than what we would have paid in Canada for a tuna sandwich. And we got basically crackers and a chocolate bar.
And we have Swiss water.
Yeah, free Swiss water. So our entire lunch was like 10 francs today, which is pretty good. Considering last night we spent like 50 francs on some really, well, I don't want to say anything, but like it was for mediocre.
That was not mediocre. That's probably the worst Pakistani food I've ever had.
And the surprising thing is they had good reviews, but
Paid reviews. I found that out later.
yeah, we found out later. But yeah, our tip would be if you're coming to Switzerland, make
Don't
use
go
of.
to Desi restaurants.
Don't go to
They're
these restaurants
big scam.
and make use of Coop, which is a grocery store here, and they have good meals for cheap.
We had some chocolate yesterday and that was so good, but that was actually from a chocolate shop. This is from actually the grocery store, so let's see how this tastes.
It's okay.
Okay, I love this. We're trained here. Let's go.
With all the rain, we cancelled our plans to go to the Jungfrau, which I was a little disappointed about. Our next stop though was Grindelwald. The town of Grindelwald is known as the gateway to the Alps, and one attraction we highly recommend is the Fierce Cliff Walk, and trot biking back down to Grindelwald from Fierce. So we are in Grindelwald now, heading towards the Grindelwald Fierce cable car. It's about a 10-minute walk from the station.
It's a very long 10-minute walk.
Yeah, there's lots to do in this town though.
And we keep getting distracted by all the the cool stores over here. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of gift shops, a lot of restaurants.
So the 10-minute walk took us like 30 minutes.
I kept getting distracted by watches.
And Swiss knife.
Which I really want to get. I'll see if I can convince
That's
Afra.
that's such a useless thing to get. What would you use this for? I have no issues with like...
Didn't you see a guy eating apples, slicing
Yeah,
apples?
I can cut the apples for you. We have enough knives at home. You don't need to get a Swiss knife.
Yeah, but I can't carry a kitchen knife in my pocket.
Why would you need to carry a knife in
With
your
a Swiss
pocket?
knife, it can be on my keychain and I can just pull it
It's
out.
not like you can kill
slice
someone. It's like
apples.
the size of the nail cutter, the one he wants. And it's so small. It's not like you can use it for anything. So it's like so useless.
I see the Fierce cable car station. So we're almost at the station. Let's go. Are you ready to go up Fierce?
Oh, there's water.
Oh.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. On a side note, I did end up getting a Swiss Army knife. Yes, it's on my keychain, and yes, Afra uses it for many purposes as well. Next up, we took a cable car right into the clouds to the summit of Fierce, which is 2,200 meters above sea level. Not much to say here, this was probably the greatest cable car that I have ever been on. We're gonna be on this cable car for the next 35 minutes, going to Fierce. And look at that view. Okay, we just came from Bort, which is the first stop for the Fierce cable car. There's one more stop on the way, Schreckfeld. Bort is where you get the mountain carts, and for some reason, I guess this is how they transport it up. Right when we were about to leave Bort station, they attached this cart to our cable car, and it's coming up with us. For reference, we were right there when we started. That little town, that's where we're coming from. This is a crazy high ski lift. Like, how are there houses down there?
How did they build up here? Like, this is unreal.
These guys
Like,
actually
this is
live in the mountains.
No, how did they build this? This is very high. Like, who was part of this?
And who lives down there? How do they live down there? How do they do their groceries? So here's a waterfall coming from the glaciers up there. And I think that right there is the Fierce cliff walk. I think that might be like the last station, so that's where we're supposed to go. And yeah, as you can see, now there's snow up here.
I feel a little chilly. It's probably really
It's
chilly.
probably like -1 here, yeah.
Yeah,
So we are just approaching Schreckfeld. And you can see we're 6,415 feet, or almost 2,000 meters up high. Here's a robot, and it takes off. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Okay, that robot just pulled off the cart. We made it.
Yay!
At an altitude of 2,200 meters, you could feel the thinning of the air with lesser oxygen. There was also a lot of snow up here, and you could hear airplanes very loudly. Yeah, I need sunglasses. We are 7,000 feet up in the air. I don't know if you can feel it, but there's less air up here. That's the altitude. And it's very quiet. It's so quiet up here. When the planes fly by, you can like hear it loud and clear. The Fierce Cliff Walk is one of the most popular attractions at Grindelwald. It is a metal walkway that loops around the face of the mountain. Unfortunately, with the clouds, we couldn't really see much, but it was still very intense and got both of our heart rates accelerating. Okay, do not drop anything here. I'm holding on to dear life to this camera.
And we can't even see everything now. This is actually pretty
Oh, look at all these locks. Oh, cool. Oh, this is like forcing us to go right at the edge. Oh, it is a steep drop. Okay, go, 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 go. Look up, just look up the rock, straight ahead. Okay, we just did the cliff walk. There's an edge right there that I might try. I don't know, for a will.
I will. It's more scary right now because we can't see what's down, so you don't know.
No, it's less scary.
No, it's scary because you don't know how deep it is.
I don't want to see what's down there.
I mean, if I know how deep it is, I can like mentally prepare myself. But right now,
Yeah.
you don't know how. We're literally in a cloud right now. Like, that's how high we are.
But no, that was pretty exhilarating and totally worth it, I would say. This is the edge right here. I'm trying very hard not to drop anything because there's a bit of a gap right there. And I feel like if I drop anything, it'll just go straight down. Honestly, this is easy because it's foggy. Are you gonna stand on the glass? Actually, it's kind of wet.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Don't want to get hit by lightning. Wanna head back?
No, I'm fine.
It's starting to clear a bit so you can see, the mountain. And there's a glass floor right there, which took me some time to get used to and stand on, but it's very cool. And it's actually cool up here. Very, very cold. I can't wait to go back down. Okay, if there was no clouds here, we would be seeing these mountains. So that's the Eiger. This is where the top of Europe is Jungfrau. And there's also a restaurant up here if you get hungry and you want to grab a bite. And right beside the restaurant is this to-sew store. Okay, we're not going to be going inside because it looks like just another gift shop, and there's a ton of those here. Yeah, I think I'm ready to head down and maybe try the mountain cart.
Before it starts to rain.
Yeah, let's do it. Our final activity for the day was trot biking down from Bort station to the town of Grindelwald. Trot bikes are these standing bikes that basically only have brakes. You ride down the mountain, making sure that you have your hand on the brakes at all times, so that you're not going uncontrollably fast. This was another must-do activity that we highly recommend. It's actually a lot of fun, yeah.
It's fun, but also dangerous at the same time.
It's kind of dangerous, yeah. So Afra actually had a fall, teaching her how to do this.
My
Thankfully, the fall wasn't too hard. It takes a little bit of practice and you may even fall like Afra did, but once you get the hang of it, there's nothing quite like coasting down the face of a mountain, cutting through the local villages and making stops in between to enjoy the scenery. We've been trotting for like 20 minutes now, and the cool thing about this is that along the way you can stop at any point. So you don't have to go very fast and finish it, you can just take your time, relax and enjoy the scenery, which is pretty cool.
It is beautiful over
And
here.
it's actually beautiful. You see like the entire mountain in the back.
It was worth falling.
That was scary. I was worried.
I'm surprised nothing is bleeding.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure I'll go home and find out something is bleeding.
Yeah, but the spot
But
where we're
that's okay.
stopped right now is actually someone's pasture here. You can see behind us, there's cattle just chilling as we board down. Trot down. As we trot down, these guys are just chilling back here. You know, just another day for them. Just another Monday. Just another moon day.
Pretty fun, to be honest.
Alright. Well, that was fun. Well, it's the end of another day. We did a lot today. Explored Lauterbrunnen. We explored Grindelwald. You know, we're just gonna head back, grab some food from Interlaken, and call it a day. So see you guys tomorrow.